Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the third spin. Listen, we go too fast, no vowels. We are currently stroking the rubber all around Kyalami. I am very attractive, and with me, a new martial arts mega movie star who's in the brand new Muay Thai extravaganza, The Seven Deadly Shins, Michael Magus.
Someone needs to make that movie.
I know.
I mean, probably 8 Deadly Shins is probably more specific with the whole
No,
eight limbs
no.
thing. But I am down with the 7 Deadly Shins.
No, because we're going to work in one guy who's a peg leg.
Oh, go peg leg. Okay, I got you. Alrighty. Anyways, we're here at Kyalami for the second round of the 3D Speed Series. Just wrapping up qualifying here, which I believe Andrew Burke is at the top right now. I believe I saw that. But we are with David Brock at the moment, who's in 28th place, looking to improve upon his time. And we'll get a full rundown of the grid here shortly.
Maybe.
I'm just pulling up a track map.
There's some guy named James Turnip and Dave Turtlecott and Rodrigo Azerbaijan.
Who's Turnip?
I don't know, he's in 22nd place.
Northrop. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, well, wait, what did I say?
You said Turnip.
No, I couldn't have done that.
No, I mean, I know you're not saying actual names. It's just, my brain was just going, wait, who would he call Turnip?
All the people.
I got the Turcotte reference. Paul Riccobeni up in third place. That's a little surprising given the general not super greatness of the Lexus here. Let's see, how accurate is this track map? Yeah, it looks about right. Nope, this is definitely an old track map. None of these turns exist anymore. There's a turn called Barbecue! I'm down with this now. Suddenly, I am down with this.
Well, you might not want to be down with that because they'll probably let you on fire.
I mean, I feel like this is a track that you designed the turn names. All right, so you ready for this? You ready for this? We got the Barbecue, the Crocodiles, the Cheetah,
very nice,
the Mine Shaft as turn names. This feels very Byron right now as Michael Magus comes across the line to finish up his run here. Almost bettering his lap time, but not quite able to do it. So we'll get a full grid breakdown here in just a second. Just waiting for everyone to finish up. They got 50 seconds to get their stuff done. Diego Alonso coming across the line. Alonso! And... Ooh, excuse me. And anyone else who is... Oh, there we go. We have results. So I'm going to go check out Race App real quick here to give us a full rundown before the ACC... before ACC does its thing and screws us over on the grid. So Kyalami, really dangerous circuit, one that does tend to have really a lot of problems. Andrew Burke is starting on pole from Matt Higgs. Paul Riccobeni will be in third place with William Murrah joining him on the second row. Jeff Wentworth and Dan French with his first top 10 qualifying effort on row 3. Jake Keckley and Guillermo Martinez. Then it is the surprising bronze, row 5. Round of applause for the Bronzies. We got Matt Howell and Andreas Lasutis on the 5th row. Very nice. All Argentinian 6th row with Guillermo Taylor and Benjamin Atamian. Ayrton Tobin and Zach Martin, row 7. Michael Magus, Diego Alonso, row 8. David James and Cliff Hemian, who is new to the field, bringing the Bentley Continental to play, row 9. Row 10, Rick Martel, Larry Foster. That's got to be your favorite row right there, Byron. Rick and Larry on the same row.
Perhaps. Those are my favorite stooges.
On the 11th row, we got Ruben Ciencio and Jake Northrup. Then it's Dominic Turcotte and Robert Arzumian. Trevor Cheney and Seth Cheney. Cheney row 13. Row 14, Juan Borje and David Brock. And then Tom Laws and Skylar Castor bringing up the rear. It does look like Cliff Hemian has joined at the back. I believe he had some kind of technical difficulty, and it deleted his lap time, and he is going to have to start from the back of the pack. Championship scoring coming into this round, of course, is currently being led by Matt Higgs by a long shot with his Laguna Seca win from Andrew Burke and Dominic Turcotte, with the silver scoring or the silver cup being led by Jake Northrup and Seth Cheney in the bronze cup. Team's championship lead is the GPX team of Matt Higgs, Justin Swan, and Andres Lasuz, and we're off. So
Are we indeed?
We await the green flag here. It looks like 2 cars are starting for the pits. One is Jake Northrup. I don't see who the other one is, but I suppose I can use my insider knowledge here. It is Thomas Waz, who is starting from the pit lane. Might get to see him in the pits there. There he is in the green and black Porsche as we wait for the green flag here to lead us off into turn 1, which is a high-speed kink. And, man, this green flag is really late here. Where's the green? There's the green. And we are off with Matt Higgs leading the way from Andrew Burke. He got the jump at the start, but Burke's got the inside line into turn 2. Can the Audi outpace the Porsche? And one of the Mad Pandas going around the outside there must be William Murrah, because Dominic Turcotte is not near the front today. Matt Higgs in the lead. Early on here for the back, that is Burke, Murrah, and Riccobeni rounding off the top 4. We got a yellow flag out, but I don't see who it is for. Somebody is off. Dan French up to 5th place, doing real well. Ahead of Jeff Wentworth, who he got the jump on. Someone's getting the meatball flag. So soon.
Meatball.
That is, of course, Byron does not know, but the meatball flag is the get in the pits.
Japanese.
No, the meatball flag is get in the pits because your car's fucked.
No, dang.
So somebody's got some heavy damage, and they need to go report to the pit lane. Not sure who that is. Jake Keckley in 8th place, working on Guillermo Martinez. So Martinez got the better of him at the start. We'll see if that stays that way. And I believe that is Matt Howell and Benjamin Atimien rounding off the top 10 currently. Tobin up to 11th place. Zach Martin's off to a good start, up to 13. Dominic Turcotte, wow! So Dominic Turcotte saw his 22nd, Byron. He's up to 14th.
I believe that's probably cheating.
Robert Arzunian and Seth Cheney also off to good starts, up to 18th and 19th, respectively. Larry Foster also doing well. Rick Martel is up to 16th. Keckley looks to the outside. And up ahead is teammate Jeff Wentworth getting past Dan French into 5th place. And I think Martinez is going to hang on for the time being. Bit of a weird thing here. You got to note this with the colors on the cars. The gold numbers are the silver drivers. You would think the silver numbers would be the silver drivers. Just saying.
I believe that they should put silver numbers on things that are not silver, so they stand out better.
That is basically how it is, because the silver numbers are on the gold and platinum drivers.
Put the silver numbers on the coal drivers.
Oh, we do not have a coal rating here in ESR.
I thought I was right up in there. Coal, perhaps.
No, you're bronze. You're bronze.
Perhaps dirt level.
I believe the oldest saying in League of Legends when they did the precious metals was you are wood rated. As Matt Howell hanging on against Benjamin Atimien there, battle for 9th place, and looks like Atimien got shuffled back to 11th by Ayrton Tobin. And indeed, we have confirmation on the timing screen, Tobin up to 10th place. Just trying to see who might have been. Just trying to see who might have been that meatball flag. I'm just looking for like missing names from the upper part of the grid. Guillermo Taylor has vanished. Michael Magus has vanished.
Why have you vanished? Tell the people why.
I got sandwiched at turn 2 and got spun around, and someone's getting a penalty. There's your answer.
Makes sense to me.
Andreas Lasudis has had a little bit of a rough start here. Started in the top 10. He's down to 12th place. looking for a move on Benjamin Atamian, and he gets it. I believe that will make him the top Argentinian driver in the field. We have a strong Argentinian contingent today, with the Tango Aston Martin crew and Lasudas for GPX. Andre's being shown in 10th place. I don't believe he's there. I think he's in 11th. Skylar Castor getting a little out of shape. It looks like Seth Cheney also in the dirt. Not sure what happened to him. We'll hop on with Skylar, currently running in 23rd spot ahead of Juan Borge and Cliff Hemian. So a little bit of Aston Martin on Aston Martin violence right now. And the big Bentley in behind. And I think there's something wrong with Adamian's car. It is... I see some damage on the front. Oh, okay, that might be a ping issue. This is not good. Or not, that's not Adamian, pardon me. That's Juan Borge. My apologies.
Your ping has been ponged, sir.
His ping is not good right now, no. So Skylar Castor hanging on to 23rd for the time being. Or that could be Guillermo Taylor, actually. Looks like Borge's actually up ahead. And that is Taylor. That's the silver number plate, so he dives down the inside of Castor, and Cliff Hemian looking to do the same. In behind them, there is Jake Northrup and Michael Magus, and the Lexus is coming on. Castor loses another spot there to Cliff Hemian, so he is corking the bottle right now, and everyone's trying to get up and past him. You got Northrup queuing up behind him, along with Magus and Ciencio. And if I'm getting Ciencio's name wrong, please let me know.
Is that the heir to the world-renowned Ciencio Music Factory?
Might be.
Everybody drive now. Bump, 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 bump. My transmission stuck.
Well, the throttle would be stuck, not so much the transmission. Jake Northrup in the Lexus, running for the Emile Frey team, along with Mika Watt and Cole McRae. I believe he's the only one here today, actually. No Cole, no Mika. And we got the full Tech 1 crew. Mike Magus in the background there, in the black and red, looking down the inside, but nothing coming yet. He's got Ciencio on his tail, and Tom Waugh actually not too far away from this group as well, running in 29th place. Seth Cheney at the back. We saw him in the gravel trap earlier, so unfortunate. We'll leave it at that. Turcotte Watch. He's up to 11th place.
Dang.
So he's on the climb. Oh, wait. Slipped down to 12th there. Okay, but still, he's up 11 spots from where he started, because he started 23rd.
He started in 98th place.
He's having a fantastic race as Jake Northrup goes down the inside of Skylar Castor for 25th place. Castor getting a little bit of the dirt on the way through. I'm not sure what these turn names are. My apologies. I do have a track map. I will try to identify stuff as best I can. I do know that this one coming up is Cheetah. Or no, not this one. That was Crocodile. Next one is Cheetah. Cheetah's the one with the big curb.
Sir, are you ready for the headline of the day?
Oh, hit me.
Florida man fakes death for over 20 years, only to learn he was never wanted by the police.
Oh, boy. Mag is getting through on Castor, so Castor now the cork in the bottle for Ruben Ciencio and Thomas Waz, or Tomic. Should ask him which one he wishes. Northrup going down the inside of David Brock. There in the Angry Panda. Oh, that's Larry Foster off the track. The green and black McLaren 720 of Larry Foster is off the track.
How dare you abuse Lawrence Fosterstein?
Northrup wins his battle with Brock, and Magus, ever the opportunist, says, "Thank you for pushing this man wide. I will just stay on your tail." Me and Jake had a talk, actually, so pulling the curtain back here. He was apparently throughout the race, at least this portion of the race, he was trying to get past people as fast as possible, put buffers between me and him, and he was getting so angry that I was just coming through right behind him. Everyone he forced wide, I'd be like, "Thank you, I'll take that."
Shake and bake.
Unintentional shake and bake in this case. Dan French is down to 6th place, but hey, he's still looking very, very solid. Guillermo Martinez in behind him, as well as that is Jake Keckley. So 2 silvers there. And ace. I keep forgetting if Keckley is supposed to be an ace or if he's supposed to be a silver. I think he's supposed to be a silver. So I think the my apologies, Mr. Keckley, but we are going to have to go fix your entry list for the next round because I think you're supposed to be a silver.
We're moving you up to triple diamond.
Benjamin Adamien on the tail of Zach Martin. Matt Howell has disappeared and dropped down to 16th place. So something maybe happened to him, which is unfortunate. But his teammate Zach Martin is having a good charge through the field up into the top 10. Adamien on his tail, as well as Turcotte, who's been charging as well. Juan Borji now is next up for Jake Northrup and Mike Magus on the Lexus train. Let's see what he can do here. They head into the Fast S section. And then this will lead up to the clubhouse and then the, League Cup. League Cup? I have no idea how to pronounce the name.
Who's getting kneecapped?
It's Leeukop. I don't know. But how do you say that?
Yeah, about like that.
And there we go. This is the aforementioned turn that we're trying to figure out how to say it. Oh, Borji losing a little bit of control. Northrup is through. He's wide. Magus looking to go through as well, but Borji, for the time being, closes the door. But the Lexus gets a much better drive out of the turn into the sweeper, and then, oh, Borji off the track. Can Magus cut under him? Yes, he can. Borji shutting the door. Magus on the inside into the big curb. We go away from it for some reason for Guillermo Taylor. No offense, Guillermo, but I would like to stay with that.
Is it the Lexus LX 4.5?
RCF is the Lexus in this case, actually. So there you go. I am trying to find a new track map because that one is not accurate. It's got the wrong. It's missing the last turn. Looks like unfortunately, it looks like I'm just not going to be able to find a track map that's actually up to date, which is pretty disappointing, to be honest. But I guess that is how it goes. We will not make a tremendous number of references to turns, I guess. Guillermo Taylor carrying a little bit of damage there as he's on the tail of Cliff Hemian in the Bentley. And coming up behind him is the Lexus of Jake Northrup here. This is a battle for 20th place. Mike Magus, not too far behind. Let's see about the next timing gate. That gap, about 3.1 seconds.
Make sure to shut the timing gate behind you, or the cows will get out. You don't want that. You don't want to have to round up cows. Let me tell you a little bit about that.
Ayrton Tobin having a nice rebound after his really bad opening to the season at Laguna Seca. He's running in 9th place for the Talksport team. Diego Alonso looking back at Andreas Lasudis and Matt Howell, the two cars that have really fallen back as this race has gone on. I don't know what's going on there. They qualified in the top 10, looked really good. They're down to 15th and 16th. So, bad day for those two right now. Could have been a very good one for them. They've relinquished the bronze lead to Benjamin Adamien, who's having an astounding race right now. So, tip of the hat to him. Martinez there running in. We were talking actually during this race. Byron, what are your favorite liveries? What are the liveries that people could pick to get you on their side?
Gulf Oil, baby, Gulf Oil.
I said Gulf Oil and Mad Panda were the two best bets.
Yeah, Mad Panda's not. I like the idea of the Mad Panda more than I really like the Mad Panda. I just think it's cool that they named it that, and it's black and white, so they're not retarded. But I do like the Gulf Oil. Yeah, anything that isn't standard equipment. Like, I think the McDonald's livery here is pretty funny. Even if it is on what I assume is a Miata.
That's a Ferrari.
Same thing. But yeah, pick something weird, wild, or wonderful. I like green. Dark green is cool.
Green is a bit rare on a racetrack as well because it's considered bad luck. Oh, Trevor Chaney off the track.
Well, I mean, if they consider it bad luck, maybe they should just be better at driving. I like the black and purple we got going on here. That's pretty tasty.
Matt Howell, gets the seal of approval.
Yeah, but if you want to win, you got to race Gulf Oil.
Speaking of Gulf Oil, up at the front, Matt Hicks.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. He's just sort of not doing. He's not driving it very well, though.
Here's the question: How much does the Gulf Oil get diminished by the fact that it's Matt Higgs?
I mean, I just assume he's going to ruin this lap at some point, right? Isn't he?
We'll see.
I just have that expectation.
Larry Foster,
green, not really that much in favor of that particular color green.
It's a little light.
I like the dark.
What about the green up there on Tom Law's Porsche there, the white and black?
It's the same color.
It's a little different, but yeah, it is similar shade. Larry Foster with the overtake into 26th place, so he's having a little bit of a comeback drive after we saw him off the track earlier on. Diego Alonso looking back at Rick Martel in the Lexus. He's in the Aston Martin last season. Pit stops beginning. Jeff Wentworth is the first one in. We have a mandatory tire stop in this race. No fuel required, but it is recommended. And
no fuel needed. You just push start the car and ride the momentum.
Don't really have anything to add to that. The pit window will close with 15 minutes remaining in the race, so everyone has 10 minutes to get in and get their pit stop done. Andres Lasudis is in, Diego Alonso, Matt Howell. So a little bit of a rush to get that early pit stop in. Not really sure why we're seeing early pit stops, but it could just be those are cars carrying a little bit of damage or they're a little bit unhappy with their tires. Maybe Guillermo Taylor in the pits. That would make sense because we've seen that Guillermo Taylor is carrying a substantial amount of damage. Although Lasudis and Howell have been falling back through the field, so damage would potentially explain why their top 10 pace has been lacking in the race.
I would recommend more nitrous oxide.
Zach Martin running in the top 10 for the Send It Racing, which that's the only name drop for that team that they're getting because I don't really like that name. Also, I don't like it because these liveries they're running are called the Shadow Project liveries. That's a beautiful name for a team. Like, why would you not just use that?
The Shadow. What evil lurks in the gas tank of men? The Shadow knows.
William Murrah running up on third place. Not really much going on here. He's about 5+ seconds up on Paul Riccobeni, but doesn't really seem to have the ability to keep with Higgs and Burke at the front of the pack. Might have to think about some kind of pit stop trickery to try to respond. Turn 2 on this track is called Crowthorne. I like that name. I like it. Couple more pit stoppers. Trevor Chaney, Ayrton Tobin, Jake Keckley, all in the pit lane. All Mercedes, actually. I think they're all teammates. They're all Talksport. So the Talksport team is going really early. We got one of the Ferraris having a considerable amount of lag issues. Not sure who that is. Could be Diego Alonso. That is the livery he runs anyways. Andrew Burke running in second, although being shown in first place. Still not sure what's up with that. Matt Higgs is the actual first place car.
I don't believe that. He's just one formation lap away from throwing it all in the ditch.
And both first and second place in the pits. So we'll see who can... Oh, Burke. Burke hit the wall. That's not going to help, Burke. All right, well, we could have a race out. William Murrah's in as well, so the top 3 are in. I don't know about this move by Murrah. I mean, unless he believes that he just isn't really in play for a top 2, and he doesn't seem to have the pace, admittedly. It's a bit of a weird one. Paul Riccobeni assumes the leading position ahead of Dan French and Guillermo Martinez as a result. Matt Howell has served his pit stop and is running in 21st place ahead of one of the Talk Sport cars. Trevor Cheney would be my guess.
You would guess that.
Benjamin Atamian up into 4th place in the bronze. Very nice. Solid run for the Tango Aston Martin driver.
Just wait for the Samba.
He does have Dominic Turcotte on his tail, and that is a pressure cooker. I will freely admit, if Dominic Turcotte's on my tail, I'm thinking about it, and it's a nerve-wracking experience. He's a very fast driver, very aggressive driver, not in a bad way, but has that aggression that keeps you on your toes. Zach Martin, Rick Martel, Robert Azumian, Jake Northrup, Michael Magus, all in the pit lane. So we got an interesting deal going on here as the Angry Panda crew are running relatively long, but their Mercedes brand mates, the Talksport crew, all came in early. So interesting to see what that's up. David James up in 8th place, but that's just him running long. Although he's only about 6 seconds behind this battle here. Yes, Atamian and Turcotte are catching the lapped car of Skylar Castor, who's having a bit of a struggling. Oh, I say it, and he is definitely having a bit of a struggling day. Let's see if he goes into the pits. He does. Atamian also in. Turcotte continues on.
Must he?
Well, he's going to take the lead of the race by going on, so that's always nice. Paul Riccobeni's in the pits. Dan French, Guillermo Martinez, all in the pit lane. Matt Howell overtaking Robert Arzumian, who I assume is just out of the pit lane, judging by the fact that he is dropping. Probably still trying to get his tires up to temp.
Does he have the zoomies?
He may. I feel like you may enjoy Mr. Robert Arzumian, as I'm assuming he's created himself a fake name to, have some fun with it.
What, because he's the Zoomy pirate?
Diego Alonso overtaking Rick Martel for 15th place. Tight overtake into turn 11, I do believe. And this is the part of the track that differs from my my estimation of the field. Oh no!
Is this the part where
all right. I
it
think
goes inverted?
I think I figured this out. Okay, so we got turn 1 kink into Crawthorne. The Yusuke sweep is 3 and 4. Then barbecue. Then sunset is the sweeper. Clubhouse, the S's, Luke Cup, or whatever that is, 10 and 11. Mineshaft, Crocodiles, Cheetah, and then Ingwai. I still think that the map I have here is not entirely correct.
You're gonna have to share me up a link to that, because some of those names are funky as hell.
Yeah, I'll hit you up with that. That's the track map.
Why is the kink literally a straight line?
It's a full throttle, like slight curve. That's what a kink in racing is. It's a straightaway that is air
It's
quotes,
literally not a kink.
A turn. Yeah. Sometimes they're actually tight kinks, like Laguna Seca's kink is an example. This is the kink here actually that we're on board with. Andrew Birch is going through. And then this is Crowthorne.
It's the laziest straight line in the world. We get it.
Yeah. This one's Crowthorne.
Okay, so how I would pronounce that particular turn 10 that is over there near Minecraft, I would say it's Lukop.
All right, Lukop. I'm fine with that.
You gotta put a little E on the new cup.
I mean, we could always just ask Mr. Hunvikson. I'm sure he probably does know the answer.
Doesn't. No, he's not Japanese.
This is not a Japanese track.
Is it not?
It's in South Africa.
No.
We do have South African representation. Three South African drivers actually in the field. Oh, Larry Foster is off the track again. That's not good.
He may
Still
be South
awaiting-
Africa, but has he been to Witmosklief?
So the last pit stopper is going to be Guillermo Taylor, and he's only got 40 seconds to actually make that stop, so I hope he's aware that he has not made his pit stop yet. Tom Waz is serving his right now.
It's a funky organization of K's in that particular name. Is it
Which
Yukski? Yukski?
Oh, yeah, I think it's Yuki.
Yukski Nakamura.
Seth Chaney running in 23rd place ahead of... I don't think that car is actually chasing him in the background. Because he's supposedly ahead of David Brock. Oh, that's Taylor. Okay, so that's Guillermo Taylor hitting the pit lane. He's had a terrible day. I don't know what's up with him. He's way down in the order. And despite going long. Ayrton Tobin battling with Guillermo Martinez. So Martinez had a bit of a bad pit stop. Looks like the Talksport undercut coming into play. Tobin up a spot. Keckley also up a couple spots in his 6th place. Wentworth still 7th. So Talksport 6th, 7th, and 5th, 6th, 7th for Talksport. Very impressive run for that team that had a disastrous Laguna Seca. Speaking of Jeff Wentworth and Jake Keckley, there they are on the tail of Paul Riccobeni in the Tech 1 Lexus. Paul Riccobeni, of course, coming off that bad season last time out. Went from champion of both the teams and drivers to, well, not having a very good season at all. A lot of issues. Yellow flag out, and let's see who it is at the side of the track. That's still Larry Foster there, so that's a car in distress. Can we get a tow truck out there to remove the number 55 car from the sand trap, please?
No.
Jake
It must
Northrup.
remain.
Jake Northrup running in 18th place. I'm not entirely sure why he is being featured right now. 2 of the Tango Aston Martins rejoining. That's Guillermo Taylor, and I am not sure who the second one in line is.
You're the last in line.
Is the one problem with the Aston Martin liveries is the teams don't have like the only difference in the team colors is the mirrors. So telling them apart is fairly difficult. Robert Arzumian is crawling into the pit lane. Problems for I don't remember their team name. Dynamic Motorsports for the Porsche. So Arzumian is in trouble. Jake Keckley following team leader Jeff Wentworth. Currently running 5th, 6th, and 7th for that team. Their 4th car's in 16th, so they're having a very, very good day. Michael Magus, 19th place. Not really sure why we're checking in on his progress.
Wow.
Kind of having
I see how it is.
a little bit of a lonely section of the race, frankly. Through the S's goes Matt Higgs, still in the lead. 1.4 seconds up on Andrew Burke as they head towards Lukup. And Seth Chaney in 22nd place, trying to catch up with Tom Waz. Oh, there's Tom Waz parked at the side of the track. So more bad news for the dynamic Porsche crew. Their lead car of Dan French is having a reasonable day. It looks like he's fallen back to 10th off of the pit stop, so that's not great. But the other 2 cars of Robert Arzumian and Tom Waz are having problems right now. As Paul Riccobeni is getting a move on, trying to get separation from the Talksport Mercedes. Getting a little bit wide there through Cheetah. Rick Martel with Trevor Chaney on his tail. By the way, stop-go penalty for Robert Arzumian His day has gone from bad to worse.
I do enjoy that they've named one of these corners after Yngve Malmsteen.
Mm. There's Rick Martel in one of the 4 Tech 1 Lexuses. Teammates Paul Riccobeni and David James up ahead of him in 4th and 13th place. Michael Magus back in 19th on a recovery drive. Seeing here, breaking down the Silver Cup right now, Jake Keckley leading from Ayrton Tobin and Guillermo Martinez. That's your silver podium. And in the bronze category, it's Atamien, David James, and Diego Alonso. There's Ruben Ciencio makes way for some blue flag traffic. Ciencio is the new man to the grid, the most recent addition to the Tango crew, with Guillermo Taylor, Benjamin Atamien, and Juan Borgi.
And Julio De La Vega Vasco de Gama Jr.
I mean, that does sound like a name that would probably fit in with that group. I believe that's Diego Alonso up ahead in the Ferrari, running in 14th spot. Zach Martin under pressure from 9th. That's Dan French in behind him in the Porsche. Dynamic versus Shadow project.
The Shadow.
Looking for his way past the McLaren. Oh boy! Zach Martin gets very off the track. That is going to let Dan French through. Overcooked it into Cheetah. And loses it in Ingwe. With Dominic Turcotte. Ingve. Dominic Turcotte in 12th position. His charge, I expected, honestly, to go a little bit further up, but still being held down by the bronze leader, Benjamin Atamien. Atamien having a very solid day. Tip of the hat to him so far. I look forward to more. As the Talk Sports come up towards the solo entry of Seth Chaney. And the... well, he didn't have a team name. So it's the Get Speed car that actually won the team's championship last season with Chris Johnson at the wheel.
Call 423, get speed.
Chris Johnson has elected not to compete this season. And as a result, Seth Chaney running solo. Team also included Javier Perez Torres and Jake Northrup last season. Only Northrup has returned, although he has moved to the Emile Frey Lexus crew. Hoping to bring team glory to Lexus for the second time in 3 years. Or 3 seasons, I should say.
3 decades.
Because we do roughly 3 seasons per year. So it's second time in a year and in 3 seasons.
They actually hold a season between seasons.
Seth Chaney is getting out of the way, but I think, to be honest, I'm a little disappointed with that blue flag behavior. He kind of made that an issue into Crowthorne, and it just didn't need to be. So Wentworth and Keckley now through. Little shabby, nothing too bad. Into Sunset, turn 6. Meantime, Higgs leads by 0.6 of a second ahead of Andrew Burke. And we go back to the battle between Rick Martel and Trevor Chaney for 15th place. Two teams that had really a bit of a bad run at Laguna Seca and are having a reasonably decent rebound here. Talk Sport and Tech 1.
Talk Soup.
Look to see if they've got any other good battles going on here. Zach Martin's right up on the back of Guillermo Martinez, who's lost a spot to Dan French. Interesting. So that battle's going on. Keckley and Wentworth are running in formation. Battle for the lead is still going on. And this battle between Chaney and Martel are your hot spots in the field right now. As they come up to some lapped traffic. It is Tom Waz and David Brock, I believe. The Angry Panda of Brock and the green, black, and white Porsche of Tom Waz.
Fuzzy Wuzzy Tom was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy Tom Waz had no hair.
Tom Waz is very proud of his hair. So.
Well, it's too bad, because I'm going to sneak in at night and steal it.
He once saw me light a man's hair on fire, and he was like, and his response was, "Please don't light my hair on fire."
Seems like a reasonable request.
It's a reasonable request. Didn't really know me at the time.
I don't just do that to everybody.
I was like, no, you're perfectly safe. It's just Kaz. I will light Kaz on fire. That's how this works. Because Kaz still owes me a fucking couch. Kaz, if you watch this video, you owe me a couch. Where's my couch?
We're coming for that couch money.
He broke my couch when we were in high school. And I've not let him forget that. He's like, this is my. I had not met his wife until he married her, and we met at a gathering, and he's like, this is my wife. I'm like, all right. So tell me, when can I get my couch?
Where's your wedding present to me?
Yeah, pretty much. You don't get a wedding present. You owe me a couch. Kaz is also the individual that I famously had to kidnap with a carpet and the assistance of an Italian to go on a date.
Very nice.
The ever famous. How are we going to actually kidnap him? Well, I got a rug in the back of my car. Again, we're going to have some questions about this later. Followed by, after rolling him up in the carpet and him yelling and going, I'm like, is there anything I can use to shut him up? He's like, there's a bat in the back. I'm like, again? This poses a lot of questions. Because you don't play baseball.
Not that you know.
No, Paul, the Italian in question, did not play sports. That was not his thing. He found it very confusing that I enjoyed video games and sports. He was one of those people that it's like, I don't understand. You're a nerd. Why do you want to go play sports? I do like the heat coming off of the brake channels on the Mercedes. That's very nice, particularly at night. Very nice. Zach Martin. So this looks like a really good battle that I'd like the camera to follow. I have no guarantee that he will. But we got Zach Martin, Guillermo Martinez, and Dominic Turcotte battling over what is 9th, 10th, and 11th place. Instead, we check in with Cliff Hemian and the Big Bentley. Martinez getting out of shape there, and Turcotte is through into 10th place. So Dominic Turcotte, 23rd in qualifying, up into the top 10. He's had a remarkable recovery drive.
And we have remarked upon it.
So I feel like he probably gets driver of the day. Although, to be honest, normally when we're doing these, there's usually not a ton of candidates for driver day. I think there's a bunch today. I think there's more than usual. Benjamin Adamien's had a fantastic race, so I definitely want to tip my hat to him. You got Dominic Turcotte charging through the field, doing a fantastic job. Dan French has had a pretty good day. I want to mention... that's kind of about it, actually, I guess. But it's more than we usually get. Normally, it's almost automatic that the race winner kind of gets the award. But I think today we've got some choices, got some options, which is nice. Jake Northrup running on the tail of Matt Howell, who has had a bit of a bad day. And behind them, I believe that is Dave Brock in the Angry Panda Mercedes. Down a lap in 24th place. Robert Arzumian getting out of the way of the leaders, so we do pick up the leaders on what is probably their final lap. Burke on the tail of Matt Higgs. So Higgs still in the lead. It's Michael Magus in the Lexus. That's a lapped car, so no threat there. They're about 7.8 ahead of William Murr. Call it 8 seconds. Riccobeni fourth.
Seconds.
Wentworth, Keckley, Tobin, French, Martin, Turcotte. Your top 10 right now. Martinez on the outside looking in. Then it's Adamien, James, Alonso, Martel, Cheney, Howell, Northrup, Magus, and Hemian. Your top 20. $18 cars on the lead lap. Here as time runs down. Andrew Burke has got to get close if he wants to make a move. There's not a lot of overtaking zones on this track, and as they head through Lukop, he's really only got the Crocodiles left as a real option. You can try and force something into Cheetah or Ingve, but that's about it. So let's see if he can do it into Crocodiles here. And he can't. Matt Higgs comes out in the lead. He'll have one more chance, but I don't think he's close enough. Matt Higgs coming down to the finish line to take his second victory in a row
You
to
think he
open
can
up
hold
the 3D
formation?
Well, no, he can't hold formation. We know that. Matt Higgs is terrible at holding formation. Burke futilely flashing the headlights at him, but Matt Higgs is your winner here today, ahead of Andrew Burke. William Murrah rounds off the podium for the Mad Panda Mercedes crew. Paul Riccobeni, after DNF in Laguna Seca, brings it home in 4th place. He'll be pretty happy with that, I think. The Lexus not super strong around here, but he delivers. Michael Magus also done. Cliff Hemian shown the checker flag. Wentworth and Keckley come across in 56th place. Rick Martel has had a race-long battle, it seems, with Trevor Cheney, and it's coming down to the wire here. They head into Lukop. This is the best chance that Cheney has left. Doesn't go for it. They'll race down to Mineshaft. Last chance will probably be at Crocodiles as the parking lot post-race starts to form. And I don't know why we went there instead of looking at the battle between Martel and
That's a pretty
Cheney.
nice green color. I don't know what you're complaining about.
It's a yellow, actually. It's just the lighting, I think that's...
Well, they should just have that lighting on it the whole time then.
Oh, whoa, William Murrah! Sir, the race may be over, but the safety ratings are still at stake. Rick Martel does hang on to 15th place against Trevor Cheney. Tom Laws comes across in 22nd place. So we're just waiting on Matt Howell, Jake Northrup, and David Brock to finish up the race. All right, there we go. There is the race, and I'll give you the full rundown of the results here. If I pull it up on good old Race App, Matt Higgs, your winner from Andrew Burke, William Murrah, Paul Riccobeni, Jeff Wentworth, Jake Keckley, Taylor Tobin, Dan French, Zach Martin, Dominic Turcotte, top 10. And then after that, it's Martinez, Adamien, James, Alonso, Martel, Cheney in 16th, Howell 17th, Northrup 18th, Magus and Hemian, the other Cheney, Seth Cheney, Waz, CNCO, Brock, Arzumian, Lasudis, and Taylor, your 27 finishers. DNFs for Larry Foster, Skylar Castor, and Juan Borje. We'll apply the scoring here. Now, this is, of course, pre-penalties. This is the first time I've done the scoring live, so I can actually refer to the championship standings sort of as it was going. So we'll get those on there, and your updated standings show your championship leader on 140, Matt Higgs, ahead of 126 for Andrew Burke and William Murrah on 100. In the teams championship, it's pretty one-sided. GPX is the GPX Porsche crew on to 233 over Angry Panda on 204, Tech 1 on 188. Then it is Talk Sport in a battle with the Send It Nation crew, 172 to 171, battling over 4th place at the moment. In the bronze category, Diego Alonso A bit surprisingly, because he's finished third in both races bronze-wise. Is now tied for the lead with David James. David James would win that on countback, I do believe. Seth Chaney, Benjamin Atamian, and Andreas Lasutis rounding off the top 5. And then in the silver category, it is Jake Northrup, Dan French, Michael Magus, Ert Tobin, or pardon me, Jake Keckley and Ert Tobin. So, Byron, do you have any final thoughts?
Don't just talk sport, be sport.